Alright guys, we are here, we have done it. We did pretty much the exact same thing as last time. Just build a easily loaded setup. You just got mine into the teleporter and to upgrade loop 1, loop 2, loop 3. Run it through the ultimate sack, through a clone, back to loop 1, and then the Tesla through the clone, back to loop 1. So it goes through 3 times. I know it's not very entertaining gameplay to watch somebody sit here and grind out 1,000 lives, so I just grinded them out while I was like playing League, watching stuff, just in the background. So we will run this one last time to show about how the setup works. Obviously, I altered it whenever I got a new reborn, so you know we got like phase refiner and phase processor near the end, beat crystallized systems, Linux monoliths, all that stuff. Fun fact, I did not get a quantum ore cleaner till life like 700 something. Probably partially because I was skipping like 15 lives. If I let the setup go like all the way, I can get OVG, like 18 skips from here. If we look at my Overlords, Spook Lords, I got 2 Overlords, one of them's in the setup. Since these are exotics, they got given back to me at life 100. So when the first time the ores get through, I get about undecillion, so enough to skip 1 life. I think 1 life, hang on. Don't quote me on that. No, okay, well, depending on how long I wait, I can skip 1 life. Second time they get through, I can skip about 9. We should have one of those coming up, and I'm not going to wait all the way for the 3rd rotation, because those give OVG, but it takes a surprisingly long amount of time, because I think they get stuck somewhere in my line, because like as you can see, the 3rd time through, they're massive, because a few of my upgraders increase the ore size, and then they get stuck. So like I used to have them go into a big Bertha there, but then they would get stuck in the Bertha, so I had to swap that. These used to go into like the pressure cooker upgrader, the ore steamer. Those would get stuck in there after a while, so I had to alter it a little bit. So there's Novum Decillion, 8 or 9 skips there. And then again, if we continue to wait all the way, see Vigintillion, 9 skips. And if we keep waiting, we get Octo Vigintillion. So we got about 500 skips. I bought a bunch of unstable conveyors because the masked man have them, and why not? So those were bought for shards, which is why I am shardless. Well, kind of shardless. Got about 250. And now for the fun part. Are you ready, kids? Second sacrifice. The biggest change with the second sacrifice is that you don't get anything until life S10. You literally just start over. I believe you keep Fabled, and so like any Game Pass items and quest items you get. So like I keep all these Fabled because it's from Executive. Other than that, nothing. So we're going to do a pro gamer move and open up some of these saved boxes. So we're going to pop open an auto clicker because I'm not going to do this by hand. And we'll open about 10 of these, 11. Obviously, if at the time you're watching this, the 3rd sacrifice just came out, I would heavily suggest saving as many boxes as you can for the 3rd sacrifice, because A, there's not going to be anything after that to spend them on. So there's, besides a few items that scale off of boxes, there's not really anything to save them for. Plus you have to get 1 duodecillion to reborn your first life. So right now it's 25 quintillion. 3rd sacrifice will be 25 duodecillion, which means you literally have to get high enough to get a Overlord, life 1. Which is the thing that I like specifically didn't do, because it would just take forever and be annoying. I'm gonna have to do that anyways. So I feel like the second that 3rd sack comes out, everybody will just be opening like tens of thousands of boxes that day. Alright, that'll be the last. No, we got 1 more clover. I think pumpkin boxes are currently a little bit better than the Infernos for the Clovers, just because of the event items. They're pretty sick, pretty cool. I'm gonna do a pro gamer move and sell that for 5 million. I think we can also pretty much skip into the millions anyways. So second objective, see if we can get a pumpkin possession or candy bag. I do not remember seeing any spawns for these, so I'm gonna guess there's none on the map right now. Actually, you know what? Since this is second sacrifice and all cool and fun and jinky, we're not gonna self-farm that. Feels kinda cheap to just skip straight up into the quadrillions with a event item that's a little bit overtuned, in my opinion, for lower lives. So boxes, everybody can get these, but pumpkin possession's a little bit stale, a little bit overused. That's nice. I think those stack up to 4. Never mind, those are conveyors, not the undead guardians. There we go. Alright. So I've got a times 20 furnace here. I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Spinnerite. So again, I will not use you, you, or you. So any of the non-executive things I'll use. So these will go up to 100 million. We'll go ahead and run that. We will run with the pumpkin carriage, except that I can't afford a ramp yet. Nor can I afford hydraulic conveyors. Which means I'm just going to do this and get like $30,000 per orb, right? Spinner Arch is worth like 1,000, yeah, like 20,000. Depending on what that hits. So we're going to have to do this old-fashioned. I guess I'll keep a box opening in the background. Ooh, shiny funky town. That's in good luck. So we'll go store. Let's see, we cannot afford a plutonium excavator yet. Have I gotten anything else worth selling? Not really. I can't sell that. That's fabled. There we go. I mean, 50 mil. Not doing me much better. I mean, honestly, unless you like really want particle givers, I would just sell them on Life 1. Give you the immediate millions. So we will go ahead and we're gonna want a industrial rainbow mine. So we're just going to keep opening boxes. We got a speed infuser, not very useful. We got a infinite infuser, only not useful because I have executive infuser. We have a ruby wall segment, also not very useful. Oh, I just realized my game sound is off. We have a katana giver, not very useful. Oh, don't know what I'm getting, but kind of looks like a vintage, honestly. No, drawbridge gate. We get a diamond wall segment. There we go. I mean, hey, I did say no pumpkin possession. I didn't say anything about candy bag. That's not useful. I also am not sure where the masked man is right now. And I was with him earlier for the conveyors, but I kind of forgot where. And also, I think he moved. Because he was like in a ditch earlier. Ah, I need Pirate's Loot. Because I mean, I want to try to avoid just using the event items. Concurrent events are strong, but if you're doing this and there's not a Halloween event up, you can't just wake up and go get a massively boosted cell furnace. No, that's not a pumpkin, is it? So, like, I thought Masterman was over here by Sausage earlier. Guess he's moved. Not by Rainbow Doge. Radium Mine. There we go. So, Radium Mine will boost you right into the millions, which will mean I don't need to do any of this. Rainbow Mine. The Industrial Rainbow Mine. Don't need that anymore. And shout out to the Drawbridge Gate glitch with the Catalyzed Star where you could just insta-max an ore out. People got like... Okay, there we go. I'll go ahead and show the original setup since you can't always depend on getting a Radium Mine. But since I'm going to save my boxes for third stack on this as well, I'll just substitute the candy bag. Normally you would go Pirate Suit Collector here, and granted I could spend the 19 EC on it, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm pretty sure they are fairly similar multipliers. Don't quote me on that though. Just gonna grab the Industrial Rainbow and Coal Mines and let them do their thing. Not all the ores will work, okay, or maybe none of the ores will work. Does Industrial Rainbow not work on cell furnaces anymore? Did they nerf the crap out of that? They nerfed the crap out of that. That used to be like the way to get through like low billions. Well, I guess we will substitute for a diamond mine. Man, I did not know that. That was like, I think, my most viewed video. Oh, okay, that does work. I was gonna say. So, then we grab an industrial osmium mine. Again, any cell furnace will work for this. If you get one of the, I think he sells like event cell furnaces, you can use those. Candy bag, pumpkin possession, any cell furnace will work, and any cell furnace compatible mine will work. So obviously Industrial Rainbow Mine doesn't work anymore. That, or you can just do like radiums. Radium mine ores are worth what? 2 mil? Like up to 2 mil. So we are going back to the Life 1 straps. Oh wait, we're right in trillions, which means we just build the Freon loop. I might actually get enough to just like, not raw dog it, but you know what I mean. Not have to like teleport loop them, I can just make a loop. So we'll go here, we'll grab some blues, and we'll grab some pinks, because I don't have greens or yellows. We will go blue receiver into 35 freons. Oh yeah, real quick, just for the sake of viewing pleasure, we're going to grab the ore tracker. I did end up getting a premium ore tracker, so once I hit Life S+100, I'll have that back. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that works. Basic conveyor. Conveyor ramp. We'll buy 3 of those. And then just 5 more freons. And then we don't really have any limitless. And those are useless now. So we will grab the ore converter, or converter ramp, sorry. We'll go there into the Silk Weaver, and Silk Weaver into the, we'll go Alien Relic, because it's fast, and that'll pump it into carriage. Swear to God, I am never more blind than trying to find a single item in this game. Like, you know, I have barely enough items for like 2 pages of items there, and yet I scrolled up because I couldn't see it. I swear to God, this game makes me just lose 15 brain cells. So then we will... Is Remote Osmium the best I'll have right now? I mean, we can do Painite, but let's spice it up. So let's see, these are worth about 1 million getting through here. So actually, oh wait. I guess those rainbows are viable. No, they're not. They're billions when they come out. Alright. So that's making about as much as my cell, which means I need to buy more Freons. We're going to do this a different way. We're just going to borrow that. And grab a row of 10. We'll just go until these start blinking. I might actually use Painite. I'm a filthy liar, I know. But I mean, Industrial Osmium is, I think, considerably lower than Painite. Let's see. Painite's 2 mil, it's like 800k. So yeah, we'll go ahead and... Osmium, or Painite. Like I said, this game makes me lose all my brain cells. So, do the Painite blink yet? No. So... I do not quite remember when Freons cap out, because I know they changed it. Used to be like 100 trillion. That was a little bit too strong for what they cost. I'm gonna kick out 2 of those mines so it doesn't lag so bad. Yeah, we're gonna go buy a pulsar real quick. I need to un-250 my ore limit. We'll go like 150-ish. I'll just place the last Freons. If they're going through 100 of them, it's getting near the end. Right. And obviously there are more upgraders I could be putting on this, but we'll get there when we get there. So Diamond Falls will be my best furnace until Shrine of Penitence, but it's really not that big of a deal. I really just need a shroud. There we go. And then how much is serpentine? 5 quint. So those get up to 1 trill. And then, oh, okay, those are, okay. I got it almost exactly right. It blinks in there. Okay. So we will go ahead and get 10 plasmas. Let's see, we've got That's not good. That's no good. We'll get some advanced scanners. And good old Schrodinger's. You really only need about 4 scanners, because it pretty much guarantees you're hitting everything that goes through. Obviously you can't truly guarantee you'll hit all of them. Okay, there's a candy corn crate, so I'll grab the pumpkin possession. Just so that I have it. We'll just let this go for a little bit. This will make me low quads. All I really need is enough to buy enough Schrodingers to hit higher quads, low quintillions. Because it's all a gamble. That, or I could go like the surefire. Oh wait, is that Masked Man? Don't want to talk. Am I stupid? It's not Masked Man, is it? No, it's not. I'm stupid. Okay. So that, or I can buy like orbitals and just get a teeny tiny bit more limitless upgraders that will boost it up whenever I get good Schrodinger luck. I gotta get the pumpkin bobcat. Yeah, there we go. So I think my last life one was 45 minutes, and I mean, screwing around, we're already gapping that time without using pumpkin possession, which is nice. Okay, am I blind, or is it the executive? Nope, it's right there, I'm blind. We'll go ahead and grab some of these and some of these. I don't know why I bought so many ion fields, but it shouldn't truly matter. I think it hits both of those. And then put one of these on each side, you can almost guarantee it hits. Very few ores are tiny enough to fit through. You can see we got 2 quint, 5 quint, we're getting there. Now I'll go ahead and put another painite down now that I've actually got the setup working. You don't really need it, it's just I'll have about 120 ores in at a time, so it's enough that it shouldn't like break anything. Got 7 quint. Just since it's 1.4 quint, we'll go ahead and grab a shrine. And we've got Daily Gift to see if that will give me something expensive. Not quite. So I'll go ahead and sell that. So now we're sitting at 10 quint. A respectable amount for being like, what, 20 minutes in, maybe? I would kind of like to see and attempt like a Life 1 speedrun. There we go. Ooh, Nature's Grip in 22 minutes. Nature's Grip is a pretty, I'll say pretty moderate Life 1 Reborn. It's the best to start with. So like, if I got Massive Diamond Mine, why are you like this? If I got Massive Diamond Mine, since I have Pumpkin Possession, that would boost me up further. But I don't. Well, okay, I have it, but I'm not going to use it. So this will skip you like straight into the high trillions. Oh, I should have saved that last setup instead of rebuilding it all. I actually think we could... How much is... Let's see. 497 billion. How much does Industrial Osmium give? Because, I mean, self-farming is kind of cringe, but also kind of not. Let's see, 11.2 trill on the Painites, 5.4 trill from the Industrial, it looks like. So, arguably less effective. And then we didn't have anything till 42 quad. So yeah, if I had saved that last setup, we could just load it. We can't afford the Schrodingers and all that yet, but I'll just go ahead and shove that in the corner. We'll grab 2 Painites, machines. We should only need the blue. Go ahead. We'll grab 3 of these, or I guess 4. Or scanner. 10 polishers. 30 of these. And it looks like we got 2 shirts for now. So again, same thing as last time. Dang it, I was doing so good. I don't know if anyone heard, but Nice, who's a League of Legends coach, who's been getting a lot of shit recently for like the way he coaches and some of the advice he gives. So he charges like, I think $300 for like an hour coaching, and a lot of it he does on stream. So like he puts a lot of his coachings out to available to the public, which is something that most coaches don't do. But he always claims to have like hit Challenger on Tryndamere, and I think recently somebody challenged that and said he peaked Grandmaster, so he posted a screenshot of him hitting Challenger. And it looks like it's Photoshopped because he put a different font for his name than the rank up font in League. So now he's just getting like relentlessly memed on because he Photoshopped that. And I think somebody did end up data mining him and found out that he did peak like Grandmaster 450 LP something. So we'll see how that goes. I think he was already not a fan of the shit he was getting just because of his coaching. He was being like, oh, y'all are haters, you're just jealous you don't make as much money as me, blah, 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 blah. Kind of like the rich prick that nobody tends to like, in my opinion at least. Like, I've watched some of his coachings, some of the things he talks about are good, but a lot of it is like fairly basic game knowledge that you don't really need to pay $300 to understand. Like, some random YouTube video, just watch like a Karismai vid if you jungle, and watch like Karismai or Night Blue or Pro Play, and you'll just watch. If you pay enough attention, you'll notice half the concepts he charges you $300 to do. I think there's definitely an upside to getting a coaching. Like, having something in real time to help you with it definitely is better than just watching a vid and somebody to drill it in and like, here you go, actually utilize it. It's definitely better. But if you're advertising yourself as a challenger tournament player and getting paid so much because you're quote unquote challenger, I feel like you might actually want to hit challenger before you advertise that. But that's just me. So same thing as last time. We're just, oh, I could have alien relic cheese with something. Oh well. We're just gonna go that into the way up highs. You know what? I think this is the first time I will ever use the way up high right turn up conveyor. It's kind of funny because like they made so many of these conveyors and then people just end up never using them for one reason or another. And then that drops to a basic. I've seen some nice memes that are like, buy pink wards, they give vision. Just like stupid basic concepts that he yells at some people for. He'll just like drill it in. And then, alright, $300, thank you. Personally, I don't know if the screenshot was faked. I saw like one little here's what's happening with Nice type video about it. I think it's gonna be funny as hell if he did fake it, because obviously that's not something you can super easily lie about. People can check like MMR and match history, and I'm sure somebody has screenshots of like every past season's challenger leaderboards. They're just like, it's not very challenger of you. I don't know if Riot will... I don't know if Riot has, like, that data. Obviously, they have the data of where he ended the season. I just don't know if they will, like, involve themselves in their community's drama. I feel like if it's not Tower 1, they don't care. So we'll go... Ion Field and... Ion Field. I think that hits, right? They're too short. God damn it. Does it hit? It hits, but not in the way I want. That sucks. I think the ion fields are like ×5. Like, it's definitely something I want the ores to hit. And they're not hitting. Alright. Well, we'll grab the orbitals. Bonk, bonk. And the portables. So as you can see here, if I used like the executive pillars and that stuff, I would be getting, like if I used the 3 fabled upgraders I'd have, these like 1 quintillion ores would be, let's see, ×2, like 60 quintillion-ish. I think it's a ×2, ×3, ×2. So 1 quintillion to 2, 2 to 6. So like 12 quintillion per ore. Would make it faster, but again, I try to keep it doable to all. The event changes that a bit. Speaking of which, let's see. Pumpkin box, good luck. Hey, I can use that. Maybe not notoriously good items. More annoying than bad. I don't know why I did that. It's a ×2. So come on. You're on a brand new private server. We can handle 160 ores, right? I think it's more the Schrodinger's causing issue because it takes so long to like apply them. And because they have to go through so many freons. So we hit 20-minute life 1. We're looking about 15-minute life too. Just open some boxes while we wait. If we zoom in and don't have to load the graphics, it might run a little bit faster. Robotic enhancer would be nice. I have like 300 spooky research centers because the Master Man had them. Really, boxes are your best friend in life 1 and 2. Because the shop only has so many limitless upgraders, which end up being like the thing that holds you back the most. That's why you have to use Schrodinger's, because they're the only like loopable limitless upgrader available in the shop. But those have drawbacks because they also hurt your ore. I'm pretty sure that's ×4. Oh no, it just removes wet and fireproof. Oh, arachnid mine, okay. Is that better than Painite? Okay, whatever it is, we're gonna remove you so I can load. I'm gonna wait a second on you till it processes the ores I have. This will process slowly. Come on. There we go. I don't know what the ore amount is where the server starts to struggle to process it. Like I said, it's mostly because of the Schrodinger's, because it applies like explosion effects and all that, and it has to get those effects ran through and processed, and then so many ores are running through there. Let's see, arachnid mine. I can just look at this since I have the wiki open. 500k twice a second. No painite's just as fast. 56k. So arachnid is much better. 10 times better, actually. So we'll go ahead and do this with a basic conveyor. And there we go. So now, ores are starting out 10 times higher, which means we can remove about half of these, right? We can make the setup much faster before we save it. I will probably see how much I make from the arachnid plus nature's grasp to see if I can just save with. Okay, so all of those. There we go. I could have just left the turn, oh well. And now we hope I didn't miss anything. Good. I did not. And then we grab the Shrine of Penance. And we ooga booga. So this does, yeah, this does work with self-furnaces. So, I mean, if I was getting 1 quad on Nature's Grasp, then I should get about 10 quad with this. Let's see. So it processes ore worth less than 1k at 200 billion, and then greater than 1k at 200 million So if I get an industrial fire crystal, that's pretty much GG. Because haha, funny combo. Man, so if I have 900, that gives like 20 trillion. So pretty much just guarantees trillions no matter what mine I use. Because like if I use a basic iron mine, that's 2 per ore, so that'll be 400 billion per ore. And then if I use something that's worth 1,000, I'll get another 200 billion per ore. So whether it's 1 or 1,000, it'll give the same because of the effects on it. But 500,000 will be about 1 quad per, I think. I don't know, math is hard. I'll let it tell me. I need 50 Clint. Still looking for, I don't even have some of the exotics from this yet. I don't have like Spook Master, Spook Baron, any of that. I do on my main. I could use a Spooktastic and those two. Could use Acorn Avenue. Ooh, what in the world is that? Okay, there we go. I could also use that. Yeah, Redwood Compass will be my best furnace. I like Redwood Compass because it's small, so even if it's not at its highest multiplier, and Spooky Coal Mine, so that is a inherent triple coal mine. Like at its max multiplier, it's a like genuinely good furnace. Like better than an Aether Refinery by 2 times, I think. And even if not, it is a tiny furnace, so you can fit it in most places. There we go. So I'll save this as loadout 2. And then we'll see how much you and Nature Script give me. So yeah, 100 trillion, and then how much do you and Pumpkin Possession give? Because I mean, if I'm going to sell farm, I'm going to do the one that gives more. 1 quad. So I can, yeah, I can save this. And 2 Nature Scripts. Yeah, you funny. We'll go here. 1.5 quad. Okay, why am I getting more now? It's funny how I can look up what the Pumpkin Possession does like 6 times and still not remember what it does. I know it multiplies off of candy, and that's why it has that right there, because I've got 20,000 candy right now. But I'm not sure why I'm getting 500 trill more now. If you do get a Bling's badge, Giver Life 1, it's the most expensive UC item, so that sells for the most. Really just looking for Spooktastic at this point. Oh hey, it might help if I put my blue teleporter down for that. Just maybe. It's like, where are my ores at? As you can see, I'm very smart. Luckily, I kind of got to skip most of... Oh wait, no, I just straight up do get to skip the RP requirements because of my premium pass. So that is one thing that I kind of brain farted on. I have premium, which means I do not have to deal with any RP requirements. So normally you have to grind out a certain amount of RP to get the upgraders and furnaces and stuff. So my best suggestion for that is just like get whatever the best research center you can get at the time is, and throw as many mines as the server can handle into it. Just make sure that they hit the like minimum requirement ore cost, or else it's not going to be doing anything for you. I kind of forgot about that until just now. So, like, the spectral research centers are pretty good. I think Pirate Loot Collector is fairly good. Oh, Doomsday Pad, yay. Go ahead and load this. We'll save that. I know it didn't change anything yet, but I'm special like that. So we went ahead and got another arachnid mine, so I will do this with the... How many pumpkins do I have so far? 368, alright. Throw this on pumpkin possession. We got 50 quint, but we need 75 now. And then post-sacrifice is pretty much the same as the... So let's see, if we go look at the wiki real quick. Does ultimate sacrifice loop up to 100k? No, it loops up to 1 quad. So obviously its main effect is the Tesla plus resets effects, so biggest thing is the Tesla, but it can be looped up to 1 quadrillion. Can also give it a like times 25 or a times 50 if it has no upgrade tags. I thought I updated this. Arachnid. Pumpkin possession. If I do get a Spook Boy mine, or I think that mine, I can literally just self-farm with pumpkin possession. Because they give such high base income. I think I got an upgrader that I have not yet put in. Those don't stack. Ah, no, just lots of random crap. Come on. There we go, there's most of the stuff. There we go. So, delete, save. No. And just keep grinding the pumpkin boxes. Any limitless reborn, so quantum, any of that would be good. Or industrial fire crystal. Honestly, I feel like I have not gotten an industrial fire crystal in a fat sec. Aw, pumpkin hero would have been nice. Yeah, I haven't gotten industrial fire crystal in a fat second. Like, I don't even specifically remember getting it at all on this account through the 2,000 lives we've been through in the last, like, week or so. I have high hopes for the third sacrifice. I think it's going to be a good update. I hope it's going to add a lot. I hope it's going to be really hard to get to live Z2. Oh, new bite, yay. ore value 10k to 500 mil. So after I have 100 quad, it'll stop working on cell furnaces. Oh, astral. Okay, not bad. So I think I can just rebirth off of this because pumpkin possession is fair and balanced. So trillion quad, 126 quad. So then it stops working. So this'll load me my entire setup, I think. I'll put this. And then we will replace the ore scanner with the astral. And we'll just keep grinding out. It's interesting, I don't remember Newbite Mine stopping working on cell furnaces. But that is what it is. Ooh, wait, can I cheese it? How much does alien? So let's see. At 100 mil, it has an upgrade counter of 2. So if I use my alien relic, can I? So it decreases by 1 and gives it ×4. And then if I pumpkin possession can take what, like 0.8 upgrades? Aw, dang it. It's just a ×0 upgrades. Have a lot of that. Do I have enough already? There we go. And a pumpkin hut. Yay. Alright. So I'll just... Here, you know what? I'll replace my arachnid mine with a Newbite mine because it is a considerably higher value. So we've got the Newbite there. Then let's see where Newbite cuts off at, because I can take out half of these, I think. Where are my ores? Newbite blinks when Newbite blinks there with 100 quad. So that's easy. Me still blind, can't find my pumpkin hut. Literally have like 4 reborn items. Should not be this hard. So now we're going to swap up the end a little bit so that it is less of a gamble. So we got this. We'll go ahead and do the plasmas. So 1 through 10. And then we'll do the astral. And then now that I'm life above 5, I can get... not quite. Dang it. Or when our orman is 500. Oof. I was very mistaken there. So I'll go ahead and do Shroud, Conveyor, Ramp. We'll grab the conveyor wall. So that I can actually keep my ores. There we go. Did those go? Oh no, they're disappearing from the Schrodinger. Okay. that, and then we'll put him through Hopeless Bog into, let's see, from the top down. Before I do Hopeless Bog, I'll do my raised upgraders. So, get that off my screen. We'll do Alien Relic ×4 into whatever you are called, Silk Weaver. I don't know how much you give, but it doesn't really matter. Into Pumpkin Carriage. And then that'll fall down into a Gaslit Graveyard. Into Pumpkin Hut. Again, if I can find it. There we go. Then into Hopeless Bog. And actually, you might be better because you're guaranteed ×50. At this point, nice, yeah. And then, can I ignore Shrouds with this? There's no way this is enough, right? Two Quint, 900. This reminds me, I need to duplicate since I only have one new lifeline. Now I dropped 2, so we'll go ahead and save this as layout 1. We're forgetting portables. And then we're forgetting advanced portables, or orbitals, sorry. Pretty much advanced portables, in all honesty. So if you have more patience than I do, you can just use the same kind of end setup there. But since I will be going for around live 10,000 with this, I'm going to go ahead and start popping in the Fableds and shit. Because I would rather not wait that longer than I have to for these. And a catalyst. So we load this. Pumpkin Possession gets me a few quad. I scooch these out. Put in my catalyst. We are about to get the ultimate sacrifice. In which case, man, I'm almost tempted to skip lives early. Because all I need is a high life count, or all I'm going for is a high life count. Oh wow, yeah. And since all I'm going for is a high life count, I don't need to have, like, the feed items for Enchanted and Superstitious. Because I have my main, so I'll try to get S10k on this, solely so that I get, I think it's 25 quint whenever you third sacrifice. I think kind of like when they added in second sacrifice, I think you get little bonuses if you're like certain life milestones in the regular, like in the pre-sac world. So, you know, I think if I hit life 10k, I'll get like 100 trillion or something. I know when they first added it in, you would get either like 25 quint or 1 DD. So they gave you either a life or an overlord to start with if you were a certain life milestone. Which is a good idea, but kind of defeated the purpose for those players. Like, oh yay, I get to restart with a overlord device. Very challenging. Oh, come on. I don't even know what that's all I mean yet. Still need Spook Tactic in that. Plus, you know, Spook Baron, Spook Lord, any of the exotic mines would be nice. Really wish there was a auto open box option and, like, you know, get it off my screen type thing. We're missing something, aren't we? No, okay, they're making it through. Oh, wait. I'm destroying them with the Spider Queen because I put it too early. Now they make it through, yeah. Or Illuminator, alright. So with that, we're just going to say bye-bye to the ore scanners. Oh, I already said bye-bye to the ore scanners. So I can get the ore illuminator time by like 7 conveyor ramps. I'll just wait on it. I'm almost S10 and then I'll get ultimate sac. In which case I'll just put a that means I'll take the clone off of there. There we go, Pumpkin Hero. Hell, or Pumpkin Patch. My bad, my bad. I'll have to fix the loadout because of Spider Queen. Bum, ba-da, bum, 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 bum. And a flaming shroud, so I can replace one of the normal shrouds if I want. Man, this is what, an hour video? Since I'm not sure I've shown it before, I'll actually show you guys how, because I think I can get my like late-ish game set up already. So I'll show you guys my thought process behind that. So we'll grab a new bite here into conveyors. So I kind of just go top down. So we'll start with Flaming Shroud. Just because if I'm going to destroy my ores, I'd rather destroy them fast. It will put every reborn I have, so actually we'll go ahead and start with Astral Predictor. Into Catalyst. Of course, I don't have a quantum yet. So into... So that is spacing for this, that I forgot. There into Pumpkin Patch, into, where's Ghastly Graveyard? I'm gonna put that first. Into Hopeless Bog, which is an annoying item if you don't have Tracker. Like, you 9 out of 10 times just cannot see your ore if you have tracker, without tracker. Then we need a big ramp, which I should already have. Yeah. Big boy ramp into alien relic. Into undead assistance. Into silk weaver. Into pumpkin carriage. Into ore illuminator. Into 1, 2. I want to make sure that has enough time to educate. If the Illuminati particles go away, then we're good. Yes, perfect. Into exec pillars. Yeah. Does that hit? It does not. Right? 40. No, it does. Okay, perfect. I mean, I knew that. Calculate. So we can put being small doesn't matter. So we're going to go Spider Queen. I don't actually know if it upgrades twice, but it's aesthetically pleasing, so I'll take it. Into final upgrader. So as you can see, we're getting quads just from my Limitless so far. Into another ramp. And a ore converter. So now we grab tiny conveyors and raised mini conveyors. So regular ores go that way. And other ores. Wait, did I mess that up? You know, that's fine. I will just use here. We'll swap my normal placement. So we'll do raised mini there. So I need another blue cinder. And tiny conveyor. And then those go this way. To the furnace. Are those not hitting? Or are they just invisible? Oh, I have no millions, so they're hitting. Like I said, some of the items I have down are kind of annoying. So I can already skip 3. However, I'm not going to because yeah, I'm going to. Another Aura Loom. So I just load this. Oh yeah, I forgot to get my cell furnace down for the initial income. Look at these goofy, oh, those are backwards. I knew that. You can see we've opened about 50 pumpkin boxes. This setup costs like a few trillion, so. As soon as that first ore drops, we are good to go. Once it reaches quadrillion, 100 quadrillion, I'm at my like peak can do like mine value for now. Spook Lord would be nice, but not necessary. And now you just sit and let the upgraders do their work. So like, oh, I don't know why I loaded that wrong button. So like pretty much every life I've done has just been something like this. Obviously, as you get more and more upgraders, you'll be able to add more and more stuff in. So it'll constantly be evolving and expanding. So, you know, there's a few octillion. I'm going to go ahead and max up one skip, because that still gives me the highest chance of getting 2 reborn items, and I didn't save with the... So, for those of you that don't know, 2 skips gives the highest chance, because you have like a 50% of getting an item from the skip and all that. Wow, free big boy. Alright. So, I'm going to go ahead and save myself some time in the future and fill that with regular conveyors, because this is where I will fill in those... Do I have mine stable back? I do not. This is where I'll fill in the upgraders that I get as I go, so I'll just take out these conveyors, and instead of moving it back every time, I can do that. And I'll buy nuclear, because nuclear fast, go bird. There we go, and then it goes through that. So I mean, honestly, dependent on my Flaming Shroud luck, I can just... Oh, before I do that... Save. Load. Life 17, 1 minute rebirths. Like 2 minute if I want to skip 5 lives, but for now I don't. That might change. I just wanted to take advantage of... I want to try to get all of the low life reborns before I start unlocking more and more. Because, like, again, I didn't get a quantum till a sillily high life to not have a quantum last time. 54 quint. Apparently nothing. And once I hit life 100, I'll get back my exotics and shit. So I'll get my spook lords back. I'll get my acorn avenues, all that fun stuff. 54-second rebirth with a skip. Well, it's gonna be all for now. See, I got the pizza blaster, so I'll just come in here. I'll remove 3 of those. Pizza blaster goes in. I'll re-save that. I also like to save a backup in case I accidentally delete and then reform without saving. And that's gonna be that. We'll let this go, and that'll be all. We are about 2 out of 12,000 lives in overall. Let's see, that was a 40-second rebirth. There we go. Hope you enjoyed.